Elon Musk has declined, not the other way around, to take the director's seat on Twitter. Now, why, folks, would he do this, right? Why would he do this? Well, obviously, Elon Musk is a genius. That's no surprise to any of us here. I would anticipate that Elon is playing a long game of 3-4-dimensional chess, and I would expect nothing less from him. So what I am speculating at this point, according to what we do now know, is I believe that it's one of two scenarios. I believe that Elon Musk rejected the offer to sit on the board because he was already foreseeing and getting information that would lead him to believe that the rest of the Twitter staff, including the CEO, were in cahoots to essentially make his influence and render it powerless, right? So that's a very real possibility. From everything we know about Twitter's history and Twitter culture, that could be a real possibility. Now, another possible scenario, folks, is Elon Musk could very well purposely rejected the director seat offer because he is not under the restriction of share percentage ownership. Let me elaborate on that. So, sitting on the board of directors at Twitter, he would have had to agree that he couldn't buy any more than 14% of the shares of Twitter shares. Now, by him rejecting the director's board seat, he is now freed up to buy as many shares as he likes. Okay, so things could get very, very interesting here. It is entirely possible that the main reason why Elon Musk is rejecting the offer to sit on the Twitter director's board is so he can buy a ton of shares, right? He can buy a ton of shares and essentially begin his plan to entirely take over the platform. Now, he could have very well weighed out the pros, and I'm sure he's very well weighed out the pros and cons of each approach. He could have very well concluded and decided that he could be much more of a powerful influence on Twitter, not sitting on the board, and he keeps buying up more shares of the percentage of Twitter in its totality. So it's possible that, by this time next year, we could see Elon Musk with, who knows, over half of Twitter's total shares. And at that point, there's really no stopping the Musk. So which route and which line of logic that is going on here remains to be seen, but both are very fascinating. On the other hand, folks, if he is backing out of Twitter due to kind of a rigged system that he doesn't feel that he could be very effective in, I don't think Elon will let it rest at that. I don't think he'll let it rest at that, folks. I think that he will reroute and that he will start his own platform. I think it's going to be one of the two. I don't think it's going to be anything less. And I don't think we should expect anything less from our man Elon. It's going to be one of these two scenarios, mark my words. And it's not going to be anything in between. Elon Musk fully recognizes the seriousness of basically a culture of corruption within Twitter. It's a rigged algorithm. It's a rigged system. I put out a short video the other day about it in which I talked about the fact that it's essentially a societal curation process that's very malicious. It's very malicious that dictates narratives and interests on anybody that uses this uber popular platform.